What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have some more makeup. Today I'm doing 3 different looks wearing a cobalt blue, 3 different easy looks. This is the last one. I would say that it's the most complicated one. Still fairly easy though, still fairly easy. You know, Nats, always keeping it easy. Not always, but in this series I do. In my Cool Girl series, we learn how to do fun, out there, poppin', bold makeup looks that are easy to do, straightforward, sometimes a little bit mismatching, but that's the life as a cool girl. Okay, so I want to keep this intro short, but if you're new here, welcome. My name is Nats. I want my channels to be a space where we take an as realistic and true but also fun approach to beauty. If you like this video, please give it a like, comment something. That's all I wanted to say. Let's get into the video. Today's palette is going to be the Makeup Revolution Forever Flawless Ice. This is the way it looks like, and I'm going to use the shade Iceberg, this very bright coral blue right here. First of all, start by using like a concealer or something just to prime your lids. I'm just going to blend this out, but I'm basically just priming wherever that first shadow is going. Actually, no, because I took way too much, so now this is going all over my lid. Anyways, since the skin isn't full coverage and everything else is quite like a natural look, I don't want to totally wipe out all the natural colors and pigmentations I've got on my lids. I just want the eyeshadow to stick nicely, so that is why I'm priming. But if you have a clear primer, I guess that's even better. What the hell is going on with this lash? I'm going to grab a angled brush like this. So I'm just going to start by packing the color on. I'm going to do a line on the center of my lid. That's one part of the look. A little something like that. And then I'm going to do a line on my lower lash line, but just in the beginning. So starting from my inner tear duct and going like this. I'm going to grab a small taper brush. This is like my favorite brush out of all time. This is a Makeup Geek brush. It's a pencil brush. I don't know, I don't think they make this anymore. It's a super old brush, but anything smaller like this, especially if you have kind of a small lid area as I do, I can really recommend something precise like this. Also can work is like something like,
oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
maybe this brush, just something flat but a little bit fluffy and kind of straight and, you know, boxy can work too. I just want to blend that first layer out a little bit, especially just on the top. Don't blend it like upwards. I want to blend so that there are no harsh lines, you know? So I'm blending kind of like the start and the end and the top. So this kind of blends it out, but we're gonna go in with another layer of color, and I'm doing the same on the lower lash line. Then we're gonna go in another time with that blue. So I'm just kind of stamping that on. And another tip to further intensify this blue is just to either like dip your brush in water or just mist it with any kind of mist and then go into that color. Anything will get intensified with a little bit of wetness. I love this super poppy cobalt blue. There you go. So inner corner, lower lash line, and then middle of that lid. That was literally it. So easy, but so much fun. And of course you can do it with any color you want. The thing about this is it kind of frames your eyes a little bit. So since it sits on top of, you know, in the middle of my eye, it really makes my brown eye color pop. And so if you got green eyes, you know, obviously whatever colors that make your green eyes pop, like oranges and purples, or if you have blue eyes, you can do like bronze and also oranges, or like just warmer colors in general will make your eyes pop. So that's what I wanted to say. I'm gonna do the other eye, do some mascara, and I'll be right back. This is look number 1. let me tell you that I am a big fan of this one. I usually put the looks that I don't think that I'm gonna be a big fan of, and along with like the looks that are the easiest. Usually those are the ones that I am not the biggest fan of, but this one, I'm a huge fan of this look. I think it makes my eyes pop, but it is subtle in a poppy way, you know? And literally anyone can do this. It's an easy technique. You can do it with any color you want. I really like this blue. I think it looks bomb. Okay, let's move on to the next one. So for look number 2, I left a little line on my lid space because we're gonna do some blue on our lid. I wanna do just a blue lid, and here's why. There's a lot of you guys who started following me through my eyeliner video because that was my eyeliner for hooded eyes. So I know that a lot of you have hooded eyes. And the thing is, what I like about putting lid, like a bright color on the lid, is that for people with hooded eyes, most of the times you don't see it at all, but then like when you move or when you look down, you look to the sides, you see it popping up, so it's a little bit of like a surprise, and I like the idea of that. So once again, that means that it's kind of there, but it's kind of subtle, but it's kind of popping. I'm gonna go in with that sort of flat-sided brush. Is that focusing? There we go. This one, and I'm going into that same color, and I'm basically just packing it on the lid. Ooh, I love that. And this doesn't have to be perfect because we are cool girls and we don't care too much. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to use the blending side of this brush and just blend it just a tad little bit, just so that there's no line, you know? You don't want there to be like a perfect line. And then once again, I'm going in again, just brightening up that lid. This is so much fun and easy. How cool is that? Ooh, I like it. If you want to brighten it up a little bit more, you could go in and wet that brush. That is what I'm gonna do. There we go. Gonna do the other eye. We'll be back. I don't really know what it is, but I find this look so magical, but it's so simple. It's really nothing special, but it's so nice. And it's so easy because there's no blending really. And there's just, why is there hair everywhere? There's just, you know, a pop of color. Love it. Let's do our third look. It's gonna be a little bit of a smoked out blue liner. Don't mind me looking a little bit crazy and wide around the eyes. It's because I already primed. So let's get going. Same color, same brush, the angled brush one. It's gonna be a little bit of a build up because as we all know, eyeliner is dangerous, needless to say. And especially blue eyeliner that is made with eyeshadow, you know, if we overdo it, that shit don't go away. So let's start small and then we'll see where we end up. Okay, so with that angle brush, I'm just gonna start with kind of stamping out a little bit right here. So that's a line. And then as we always do, what you wanna do is you wanna make sure that that line or the wing doesn't go further in than the end of our fold. My end of my fold is right here, which is why the eyeliner is going outside of that. I'm just gonna drag that out of it. See that I messed that up. I'm gonna try to patch it up. We can clean it up a little bit with some concealer afterwards. Then I'm gonna stamp along my lash line until I meet the wing. There we go. And then I'm gonna do some on my lower lash line to connect the two. And then we're gonna go from right below that fold and we're gonna connect right here. I didn't really do that though. So we're gonna go over that a little bit. It's fine. We're gonna blend this on the top. Gonna grab that clean blending brush and then I'm just gonna very lightly start to blend that upper line of that blue. Smoking that out. And this is going to be a little bit back and forth. Go in, add some blue, because I just want to make sure that this is intense enough. Blending some on the top. So go back and forth like that a couple of times until you feel like your liner and your your liner is like the color is intense enough and that the liner is thick enough. I'm gonna try to clean that wing up a little bit and see if I want to go in with more or not. Hot tip when you work with colors like these is that you do the eyes first, then you clean up whatever you got going on under the eye, and then you do your base. I obviously couldn't do that because, oh, I don't know. Maybe I could have if I were more structured and planned, but here we are. So I'm just gonna clean that up a little bit at the edge. So adding some blue, and then I'm kind of just adding a little bit of length. I'm kind of just blending from that wing, and I'm going inwards towards my eye and a little bit upwards. Just intensifying that one more time. I dipped it in some water and I'm just blending that out. There we go. I think that's quite a cool little liner. I'm gonna clean this up right down here. I'm gonna do the other eye and I will be back. I'm sorry, but how much difference did the cleaning up of that eyeliner do? All the difference in the world. Thank you very much. Favorite out of the three? I mean, I like them all. Can I say, I don't know if I can pick today. What do you think? Which one is your favorite? 1, 2, or 3? 1, 2, or 3? I don't even know. Anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope I inspired you a little bit. I hope you had fun watching. I hope you learned something new. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one.